Hi everyone, welcome back to the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for joining us for the 4 o'clock show today. It's been a good one. Just had Cranston Mayor Alan Fung put him through his paces with his economic plan. But I'd like to welcome my next guest in. We've got Mike Jarbeau. He is the Baykeeper with Save the Bay. Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Want you to let viewers know here, just released an announcement that you want folks here in the state to help Save the Bay, keeping an eye on the bay. Now this is finding some citizen water reporters, because I looked at this release, 1,800 square miles of watershed pertaining to the bay, that you've got an app, you've got a way that folks can help you keep an eye on all of the water resources here, because there's a lot.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. 1,800 square miles, and that encompasses both Rhode Island and Massachusetts. So what we did, we've got Earth Day coming up. The weather's hopefully starting to warm up. People are going to start to get outside. So we're launching a new initiative with a program called the Water Reporter app. And what that does is it's a way for us to kind of increase our reach throughout the watershed. So we've got myself as the Baykeeper, we've got a Coast Keeper, we've got a River Keeper, and it's our job to be the eyes and the ears of the watershed and the water and see what's going on. And the Water Reporter app is a way that we can kind of extend that reach, get people active, let them tell us what they're seeing. It's really just another tool that in our toolbox.
It's another tool in the toolbox, and who might want to take part in this? The casual environmentalist, the student? I mean, who are you hoping and maybe embraces this and says, okay, I want to try to do my part?
Yeah, and that's really the best part about this. This is something we want to open up to anybody. We've got thousands of members of Save the Bay. We've got tons of volunteers, other supporters throughout the state, Rhode Island and Massachusetts. And this is really just a simple way that anybody who cares about the water, whether you're on the water every day, you're a fisherman, you're some kind of mariner, you see something going on, whether you walk your dog every day at the same part of the beach, we might not be able to get there, we might not know what's going on. So what this app does is it gives you a chance to say, here's what I'm seeing. I know what happens in my little piece of the bay, my little piece of the watershed, and I'm seeing something and I want Save the Bay to know about it so they can reach out to us.
So an app maybe you download on your phone, what can one expect? Is it up and running now? If I went down to Second Beach right after the show and started to upload it, it's up and running.
It's up and running. It's actually been up and running for a while, and people have actually found it and been using it, and we found it extremely useful. So very simple to download. I know it's another app, but this provides us on the back end so many extra tools to analyze trends and everything. But people can download it. It's called the Water Reporter app. It's available on iOS and Android. You can also visit savebay.org/waterreporter. We've got some guidance, a link to download it. Really, you sign up. It takes just a minute or two. You sign up to the Save the Bay group and you can immediately start taking pictures. And the great thing about this app is the pictures that you take, you can tell us what you're seeing out there, and it also automatically locates it with GPS. So we know where things are, we can get to somewhere if we have to, and it really helps us look at long-term trends so we can identify hotspots and places that we need to take action.
What do you anticipate? You said folks have been using it already, or maybe some of the concerns, whether it's algae blooms or water levels. I mean, what types of things sort of bubble up to that level of folks that might, as they're walking the dog, say, I want to let them know about what I'm seeing?
Yeah, we really don't want to limit it. So anything, you mentioned that, any sight, any sound, and it doesn't have to be bad stuff. Obviously there's, we had a lot of really heavy storms. There's trash all over the beach, and we're starting our cleanup season. We've already had several. Earth Day is a huge push for us to get out there and start cleaning up our beaches, get ready for the season. But if there's an area that needs a cleanup, and maybe you can't just do it on your own, and you want Save the Bay to help, let us know. Take a picture. Show us where these problem spots are. If there's a smell or a discharge that's not normally there, if there's something floating in the water, fish kills, they happen, unfortunately. We want to know about it, and we don't always know. And I'll say there's probably not a day that goes by where I don't get a phone call or an email or something on social media that someone's concerned about something. And it really helps us, filter through these different issues, see what we want to address, and I can get out there and see what's happening.
Okay, keeping an eye on the bay, because the bay is the healthiest it's been in how many years since Save the Bay started?
Oh, well over a century, absolutely. We've been around almost 50 years, and I think we can honestly say that the bay is the cleanest it's ever been, but we still have a ways to go. And
still have a ways to go, and this is a great way to encompass technology and, again, continuing, because we can't be complacent. I mean, there's many ways that we've got to continue to keep the health of the bay moving forward. So apart from the Citizen Water Reporter app, as Baykeeper, what do you have on tap in the coming months with summer around the corner?
Sure, yeah, and I think part of what I have on tap will be what we see from our fans and supporters and people using this app. We'll be starting our water quality monitoring season up in the next month, so getting out in the bay, launching our fleet, getting back out on the water, and just seeing what awaits us out there.
Well, we hope summer will be right around the corner, but we really wanted folks to know that there is a way that you can help keep the bay in the condition it is by helping save the bay, downloading the app, being those eyes and ears on the street, those intrepid reporters helping save the bay as a water reporter. I appreciate you taking the time. We'll have the links to those as well, and of course Save the Bay. So be sure to keep the bay as clean as it's been, and I appreciate having the baykeeper and Mike Jarbeau. Thank you so much for taking the time to come in. We'll be right back here in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. Don't go anywhere. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for joining us for a great lineup of shows today. 3 o'clock was The Sweeter Side of Life with Rick Simone on the taste. Some great desserts here in Rhode Island. Be sure to check out that show. And of course, 4 o'clock, news and politics, talking with the Association of Migraine Disorders. There is a Mother's Day race taking place this year to raise awareness because, as we were told, migraines affect predominantly women. We'll have links for that up as well. Cranston Mayor Alan Fung, appreciate is taking the time to come in. Did just release his economic plan. He's got more to release as well, but put him through his paces when he was in. And then Mike Jarbeau with Save the Bay. They're looking for people to help them out as citizen water reporters. You can download an app, let them know what you're seeing, and help keep the bay clean. We'll be up at the State House tomorrow with politics and news. We've got Secretary of State Nellie Gorbea and more joining us up there. We look forward to seeing you back on live, but of course, stay tuned to GoLocalProv.com and on Facebook for the latest in news, politics, lifestyle, and sports. I'm GoLocal News Editor